We discussed about the symmetric matrix and the skew symmetric matrix, and let us take some examples of symmetric matrix and the skew symmetric matrix. So the first example, find the nature of the following matrix. So the matrix is AA transpose A plus A transpose and A minus A transpose. Find the nature of the following matrix. The first is AA transpose, second is A plus A transpose, third is A minus A transpose. So solution, what is the nature of such type of a matrix? Let us suppose this matrix is P. If we take this matrix as P, let us suppose. So find out the P transpose. So P transpose is A transpose of transpose, and we know that the property of the A transpose of transpose is equal to A, and AB transpose is equal to B transpose A transpose. These all are the properties of the transpose of the matrix. So using this property, this can be written as A transpose of transpose and A transpose, and this can be written as A transpose A, and this is the A transpose. So this is the P. So that means this is the definition of the skew symmetric matrix. If we recall the symmetric matrix, a square matrix is said to be the symmetric matrix if A transpose is equal to A. That means P, that is A transpose, is a symmetric matrix. So again, the next example is A plus A transpose. So in similar manner, again we suppose P is equal to A plus A transpose. Now taking the P transpose is A plus A transpose of transpose. So this can be written as A transpose plus A transpose of transpose, that is A transpose plus A by the property, and this is the P. So again this is the fulfill of the symmetric matrix. That means A plus transpose is a symmetric matrix. Next is, third is A minus transpose. So again in the similar manner, let us suppose P is equal to A minus A transpose. P transpose is equal to A minus A transpose of transpose. So this can be written as A transpose minus A transpose of transpose, that is A transpose minus A. So minus common, this can be written as A minus A transpose, that is minus P. So that means this is the definition of skew symmetric matrix. If we recall that a square matrix is said to be skew symmetric matrix if A transpose is equal to minus A. So here A minus A transpose is a skew symmetric matrix. So this is the example first based on the definition of the symmetric matrix. The next example, again it is the based on the definition of the matrix. The example is if A and B are the symmetric matrix, if A and B are the symmetric matrix, so if A and B are the symmetric matrix, then prove that, show that AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. Then prove that AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. So in the example 2, given that A and B are the symmetric matrix, so given that A and B are the symmetric matrix, and we recall the definition of the symmetric matrix, that means A transpose is equal to A and B transpose B is equal to B. That means given that A and B are the symmetric matrix, so the meaning of the symmetric matrix is A transpose is equal to A and B transpose is equal to B. So this statement is given. With the help of this statement, we have to show that AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. So what we have to show that the definition of the skew symmetric matrix, and the definition of the skew symmetric matrix is A transpose is equal to minus A. So this is the we have to show that this matrix is a skew symmetric matrix. So in the similar manner, let us suppose P is equal to AB minus BA. Let us suppose. In similar manner, P is equal to AB minus B. Now take the transpose of P and apply all the properties of the transpose. So we have, that is, P transpose is equal to AB minus BA transpose. So apply the properties of AB minus B transpose. This can be written as AB transpose minus BA transpose, and then the property of the transpose, this can be written as B transpose, A transpose, A transpose, B transpose, and given that A and B are the symmetric matrix, that means A transpose is equal to A and B transpose is equal to B. So B transpose can be written as B with the definition of the symmetric matrix. A transpose can be written as A with the definition of the symmetric matrix. Similarly, A transpose can be written as A and this can be written as B. So minus is common, AB minus BA, that is minus B. So this is the definition of the skew symmetric matrix. Hence, here P transpose is equal to P. That means AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. That means AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. These all are the basics questions which is based on the definitions. a very important theorem based the definition of the symmetric and skew symmetric matrix is or you can say the result every square matrix can be represent as the sum of symmetric matrix and skew symmetric matrix in unique manner. So this theorem contains the two parts. The first part is every square matrix can be represented as the sum of symmetric matrix and skew symmetric matrix, and this representation is a unique. If I have the 50 students and give the one example to express as the sum of the symmetric and skew symmetric matrix, then the answer is unique. There is no change in the symmetric matrix or the skew symmetric matrix. So here we are talking about the theorem. So every square matrix. So generalize the theorem. Let us take A be a square matrix of order n. So let A be a square matrix of order n. Because here we talking about the generalized form, the means of every square. So here we have the let A be a square matrix of order n. Now every square matrix can be represented as the sum of symmetric matrix and skew symmetric matrix. So we have to find out the two matrix such that one matrix is a symmetric matrix and the other is a skew symmetric matrix. So here we add A transpose so we have to subtract A transpose. If we balancing this, A transpose and A transpose is cancel out. A plus A is 2A. So we put here 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2. So now we simplify. A can be written as half A plus A transpose plus half A minus A transpose, or this can be written as P plus Q, where P is equal to half A plus A transpose and Q is equal to half A minus A transpose. So the second line is complete. Every square matrix can be represented as the sum of. So A can be written as sum of P plus Q. So the next is what is the P and what is the Q, because we have to written a square matrix as a sum of symmetric matrix and the skew symmetric matrix. So we have to check it. whether P is a symmetric matrix or the Q is the symmetric matrix. So we find out the P transpose, that is half A plus A transpose of transpose, that is half A transpose plus A transpose of transpose, that is half A transpose plus A, that is a P. That means P is a symmetric matrix. That means P is a symmetric matrix. Now the next is Q transpose half A minus A transpose of transpose, that is half A transpose of transpose, that is half A transpose minus A. So minus sign is common, half A minus A transpose, that is minus Q. That means Q is skew symmetric matrix. Now the first part is complete. We have to show that every square matrix can be written as the sum of symmetric matrix and the skew symmetric matrix. Now the second part is in unique manner. For the uniqueness, generally we use the contradiction part. Unique manner means we assume that the matrix A can be represented in the next form, R plus S, where R is the symmetric matrix and S is the skew symmetric matrix. And for the uniqueness, that means P is equal to R and Q is equal to S. So the second part, is uniqueness. So we prove this part by the contradiction form. Let A can be represented as the sum of R plus S, where R is the symmetric matrix and S is the skew symmetric matrix. This is the representation, which is the second representation of the matrix is R plus S. First representation is A is equal to P plus Q. Now we find out the A transpose. A transpose is R plus S transpose, that is R transpose plus S transpose. Because we assume that R is a symmetric matrix and S is the skew symmetric matrix, so R transpose is equal to R and S transpose is equal to minus S. So this is the equation 2 we assume here. Now adding equation 1 and 2, we get A plus A transpose is equal to 2R, that is R is equal to A plus A transpose by 2. If we subtracting these two equations, so we get A minus A transpose is equal to 2S. So S is equal to A minus A transpose by 2. So this is the value of R and this is the value of S. If we recall that the value of P is equal to A plus A transpose by 2 and the value of the Q is equal to A minus A transpose by 2. That means this is the nothing. This is the value of P and this is the value of K. So the our assumptions, that means A is equal to R plus S as the another representation of the matrix is contradict. That means A can be written as a sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix in a unique manner. This is the theorem, basic theorem of the property.